Now what?
Hey, what up, y'all? Tune in. Tell a friend. The Playboy Comedy, Mr. Trey Love is in, man. We are live tonight. It is Cinco de Mayo, man.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, y'all. Y'all see who I got in the building? None other than my co-host on the TNT Live show. None other than, where's she at? Petite,
Black,
and free. What is that?
No, T.
Oh,
as in me. Petite. Black, T.
Oh, see, Tony be playing. Yeah, boy. Oh, that looking good. Looking like a whole snack, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. Looking like girl. Looking like a snack.
Well, thank you.
You're so welcome, darling. It is such a pleasure to have you on the show. Cinco de Mayo, everybody. To everybody celebrating Cinco de Mayo, I wish and bid you love, joy, peace. I know that this is a day of freedom for the Mexican people. So shout out to y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie. I had a tequila today, and I had a burrito today. Just because it was Cinco de Mayo. So I'm gonna have, after we finish the show, I'm gonna have another shot of tequila.
Okay. All right.
But I have some sad news, Tony.
What's going on?
I have some really sad news that I'm going to report it, even though I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep it 110.
Okay.
TMZ hasn't said it yet. TMZ hasn't put it out. And we
know TMZ hasn't said it. It's questionable.
It's questionable because I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but TMZ, one thing you can say about them, negative or positive, they are a reputable source for news, and they literally almost always get it first. It's like the Nipsey thing, when Nipsey passed, Slim 400 passed, when Michael Jackson passed, TMZ be all over it. Yeah. And I just want to say to the people that are watching us, for our watchers, it's been reported, but again, TMZ hasn't confirmed it, but it has been reported that YouTube sensation, is so much more I want to say about this man because I'm a big fan of his work. He's talented. He gives a black man a good image. They're saying, like I said, I don't even, you know what, because we are media, we are reporters. Again, all the subjects we're going to talk about today, we talk about the news and we talk about other things. So even saying this without confirmation, I feel funny, but I just feel that it is our job as media to put the information out there. It has been brought to my attention. I found out leaving a comedy show to you all tonight that our beloved YouTube sensation, Mr. Kevin Samuels, has passed away.
I cannot believe this, Trey.
At 56.
I just literally, I just can't believe it. Yeah. He was very controversial. And just had a show yesterday. He just posted a show yesterday on his IG.
I just looked at his page, and yesterday he aired for an hour. His show went an hour yesterday.
Right, and it was live.
Exactly, 24 hours ago. And I want to say this to our black men, honestly. When it comes to health, I'm a person who has had open heart surgery, suffered a stroke during the surgery. Heart issues are called the silent killer.
Yep, that's true.
When I had heart surgery, let me tell you how funny things happen. I just want to tell a little bit more of the story.
Please share.
If Walter's in, because Walter called me and we actually talked about this. Okay. And I want to just express to our audience what I personally have found out since I've had my heart issues. Now think about this. I went to the military and I had a very good mother. My mother took us to clinics, took us to doctors. She took us to dentists. You know how like your mama makes sure all your health is good and stuff?
Yeah.
Like my mom was the type of mom, she took care of everything to make sure that our health was good. Again, I passed a physical to go into the United States Army. Passed it and went to the Army and did 4 years. Okay. I played sports. Then here it is. I'm in LA on stage, just finished the J Spot. At the time I was with my baby mama and I went home and I got a little tipsy and I was feeling a little good and stuff like that, you know, and I passed out. And so I was like, hey, I need to go to the hospital. So they started checking me and everything. They were like, well, all your vitals look good. You're fine. But we did, you know, check your heart, Mr. Smith, after doing an EKG. And unfortunately, you have a bicuspid valve. So I was born with this. So see, even going to the military, doing all that stuff. And
they didn't catch it.
They didn't catch nothing. And the guy told me, he said, you're really blessed because if you wouldn't have found this and if you wouldn't have had surgery, you would have just been walking around one day and dead. And I'm going to tell you who that happened to. The exact same thing I have in my chest. Remember John Ritter who played
Yes.
He had the same exact thing I had, a bicuspid aortic valve. And I show my scar because every day I wake up and I go look in the mirror, I just kind of rub this scar and I thank God for that day. Yeah. This every day. Because tomorrow is not promised. So again, I wanna and
right. One of our beloved comedians, didn't he just pass away a year ago? The brother, he had a wife. He was you know him. He was a fitness trainer. What's the guy's name? His last name was everybody knew him. It was a black guy. He was young. And his wife was just on the show with me, the Jay Phillips show. She was on the first half.
Oh, she was on the show with you?
She was on the first half of the show.
Oh, I know. You talking about Nick. You talking about Nick. Nick was in great.
He had a heart attack, didn't he?
Yeah. Just like Kevin Samuels. Looked like the board of health.
Remember he was doing his little dancing and everything?
Nick was in phenomenal shape. I mean, he had, you know, and you know he was a fitness trainer. He trained
like I said, he's a fitness trainer.
Yeah, I went to his funeral. Kim Whitley came to his funeral. And she was talking about how he trained her. So yeah, man. I mean, oh man, family. Oh my God, I don't know what to say right now.
I don't know what to say either. I'm in shock.
You know, you all don't even understand. Like I was just doing comedy. I had a show tonight. I had to be at the Beverly Hills some club, Attitude Lounge. Shout out to Carol Newell, my friend, who booked me on that show. I was performing, had a good set, got off stage good, and then I looked at my phone and I saw my homeboy Quee. I think you probably know Quee. Quee is you know, he's a LA dude, you know, kind of well known in the area. And he had posted, like, I hope it's not true, you know, like he was like, I don't agree with everything he said, but he was like, he did, you know, like the brother. And for y'all that are celebrating this man's death, it's foul. So
oh no.
And then he said, Sam, so I saw that and I said to myself, I was like, you know how you, but see, he's and again, the type of person, and you look at who posts stuff, you know, like who is it that's posted? So this brother who I'm talking about is a person that I think very highly of. He's not somebody that's just going along with rumors and stuff like that. So I kind of was like, nah, maybe it's a rumor. So I kept looking online. I mean, I couldn't stop. And you see, as soon as we started talking, and then I talked to you on the phone, I was still kind of in a state of shock because, you know, me and Tony was rapping about just some life stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that later. But Tony going through her own thing just with life. So we was rapping about that on the phone. And so when I walked in and I'm getting stories ready and I looked at my phone to get everything ready for what we was going to talk about tonight. And then I remembered and I told her before we even started. And ironically, one of his topics we actually were going to talk about tonight.
That's right.
And I really got to, honestly, like I straight up got to give this brother credit. I mean, people want to say things and they want to, you know, have, you know, such negative things to spew about this brother. But I'm going to say this. This is what I know. The man came from a Christian home. He came from a Christian background.
Mm.
And what he did was he put, this is what I like, and this is what people don't want to accept. And that's why I love the fact that you as a Black woman are on our team, and you realize that his work was not to insult anyone. His work was to help, to make you put a realistic mirror on yourself and the things that you say you desired.
Right.
For example,
that's correct.
I ain't trying to be funny enough to Tony. You got women running around here 300 pounds, welfare, you know, with the they call them the bonnets on their head and stuff, and they feel that a high value man making $100,000 a year should and would choose them. And Kev was like, look, I hang with these type of dudes. I'm rolling with these type of dudes. You all don't even know what a high value man wants. And like,
right,
just to watch what he was talking about, man. And I was like, this brother, he's smart, he's sharp. And then to top it off, what I really, really like is the way he did not let anyone disrespect him. And I think that that's what has led to a lot of per se Black women kind of, you know, not liking him because he wouldn't go for it. He wouldn't go for it, you know? He just would not go for it. He'd be like, you're not going to overtalk me. And that's one of the problems I've dealt with, honestly, in the past dating. It's like, if we're arguing or we're having a discussion, like, we got to talk. That means you talk. That means I talk. That means we conversate, we communicate, and we come to a resolve. But a lot of Black women, when they get something that they're upset about or they mad, they will not let you talk. And I really think that Kev was doing a good job. And honestly, people talk about like he was controversial, he was this. Well, another thing too, he was entertaining.
Well, yeah, and entertainment sells a lot of time. I mean, it creates, you know, creates the buzz.
The first video of his
controversy creates buzz.
The first video of his that went viral, Tony, was the one when, you know, he was doing his thing like we doing it.
Okay.
Woman called in and she asked him, like, okay, what is it like? I'm trying to get a high value man. And he asked her, you know, her dress size, how much she weighed, and where she was from, and all that. And then he told her, he looked at her, he said, but you expect this guy? He's like, sweetheart, you're average at best. That video,
I remember that.
That average at best video is what made Kevin who he became.
Right.
So, and my thing is, it was real. He was being honest with the woman. He wasn't lying to her. He was just telling her the truth. Like, you're expecting a high value man, a man worth basically a millionaire, but he's worth a steady $100,000 a year, and he's gonna choose you. Why? You have kids, you know. It's things that and I'm just being honest, even as a single man, you know, it's things I look at. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, do I want a woman with kids right now? You know, I got my own kids. You know, it's like I'm not per se looking for anything, but if the right thing comes along, there does have to be some standards. And what I liked about what he did was he put standards on men and women. But see, women are mad because they didn't appreciate the way he put the standards on them.
Well, because of the way he came off. You know, he didn't hold his tongue.
Yeah, he was
but what I will say is that I didn't watch him in the beginning. I just started watching him. He started coming on pretty late.
Oh yeah, late.
Recently. And to me, like I said, I would hear how he was in the beginning. I think he changed. I think he became a little bit more sensitive to how he was talking to women.
I saw
from the beginning.
I've seen recent shows where what he would do, instead of going back and forth with the women, he would just mute them. You know, so I see what you're saying. He kind of got to the point where he was like, okay, well, you know, people are saying this. So he did try to change, but
I think he did.
Man, I just and I just want to say this before, because we are going to go on break. You know, it's 15 minutes into the show, but I do want to say this. If it is true, I want to say a sincere rest in peace.
Absolutely.
To him, rest in power. I want to say to his family, to his legacy, to his children, to his ex-wives, I want to say that I'm sorry. And Willie D said it best.
Because this is a shock. This has got to be devastating. If this is true,
if it's true,
family, I mean, it's already it's just
if it's true.
it's,
But Willie D said something that I thought was really powerful. He said, for the people out there that actually can say out of their mouth, this is good, and actually have that, can actually
horrible.
say that a man's passing away and leaving this earth
Mm-hmm.
is good because you don't want to hear his content anymore. He said something. He said, that's somebody's son. That's somebody's dad. That's somebody's
ex-husband, somebody's friend, somebody's cousin, somebody's, brother.
And I'm gonna tell you, just like Kobe Bryant affected a lot of people. I felt something when Kobe died. Nipsey, I felt something when Nipsey died. I'm not gonna lie to you. Today, when I got in my car after that comedy show and I read that, immediately I went into a place of, this ain't true. This is just a rumor. But you know how, like, you keep hearing stuff, and again, he hasn't responded on any of his platforms. He hasn't responded on YouTube. He hasn't responded on
Instagram. I know.
Which
is concerning on why this may be really true. Because why wouldn't you respond?
Yeah, of course he should respond. Like, it's a lot of us that really, we support this brother, man. We support this brother. We want to see this brother win, But if this is true, Black men, let's take care of our health, and it's
absolutely.
And again, that's what
this should be. This should be another lesson for Black men, because physically looking at him, he seemed fit.
Yes.
He seemed, he didn't seem overweight.
Well groomed.
He was very well groomed. Looked like he took care of himself.
Yep.
Though we did talk about some other issues of, some certain, what is that? I guess, what would you consider that drink? It's a high, it's a caffeine.
Yeah. Booster. It's not so much caffeine. It's a lot of stuff in Red Bulls. I'm telling you, it tears up your body. I've been, I used to sip them a little bit back in the day, but that's a little bit. But now
I've never had one. Never.
And
never even tasted one.
And it's funny because he would sit there, y'all, with them Red Bulls, the same way I'm talking to y'all right now. He would sit there with them Red Bulls and drink them. But God rest his brother's soul, man. Like, Kev, if this is true, because I'm still saying if, y'all, because TMZ ain't said it yet. And again, here's the thing: Kevin Samuels is popular enough to where, if it's true, not to say that it shouldn't be, but I'm saying TMZ or somebody big like that should go ahead and already have this, aired, and it hasn't.
Right. Yet. Well, he's got 1 million followers.
Hey,
he's got at least 1 million followers, and he is a social media
star.
Yeah, public figure, really.
Yep.
He's an
so look, we're gonna break. We're gonna take 2 minutes. I see y'all over here, man. If anybody would like to chat, please hit me in the chat room. Please like, share, subscribe. Let everybody know that TNT is live. We got a lot more show for you, y'all. We just had to start it off with this nonsense, man. Just the unfortunate again, I still don't want to say it's confirmed yet because I just don't know. To me, without TMZ saying it, without being on a major public network, because the internet could do anything. They free fall. They like, I saw an article before where Lamar Odom was dead. You see what I'm saying? So before I go officially say that, I just want to say, if it's true, I'm gonna put it like this here. If it ain't true, over here at TNT, we support you, Kevin, for real. And that's real talk. And if you are live, then bring your butt over here and get on TNT podcast. But if this is true, man, like I said, to his family, man, I want to say my heart is with y'all. Anybody that loved him, and people like us that are fans, this is affecting us. This is one. All right, so we're going to take a 2-minute break, y'all. We will be back in 2 minutes. Yeah, welcome back, y'all. Tune in, tell a friend. The Playboy Comedy is in. Again, we are still dealing with the shocking news. Shocking, devastating, painful. But I know all of us, it brings us back to the reality of what life is. Life is, Tony, somebody asked me one time, what life was. And I said, and this is what life really is. Life is the beginning of a never ending until it does. I'm going to say that one more time. Life is the beginning of a never ending until it does. Because once you're born out your mama and you start breathing, that's life. You're going to go through a lot of changes. You're going to become different people. We all was 3. We all was 5. We all was 7. For those of us, hey, who even made it to that age? You know what I'm saying? We're living in the real world. So, for those of us who have been blessed to get 40 and to get 50 and to get, these ages and stuff, and then to, pass away all of a sudden. Again, the heart conditions are a silent killer. If my heart condition had not been caught, I would have literally been the same way, just walking around somewhere, and then one day be like, oh yeah, did you hear about what happened to Trey? No, oh yeah, Trey died. What? And I mean, he was just getting to his stroke too, Tony. Like you said, how long you been watching Kevin Samuels, Tony? Hold on. Hold on. Your mic is muted.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah,
what I was gonna say,
your mic was muted, and you was
I know I was getting into it.
Trust the audience was like, there she go. But yeah.
What I was gonna say is that if this is true, but what I hate to hear is, regardless of what he spoke about, and he could be very bold and sometimes disrespectful, and a lot of people think he was disrespectful with Black women and everything, but he was a human being.
Absolutely.
And he was a Black man.
Absolutely.
So to celebrate anybody's passing, death, like what are we doing here? So, regardless of what you thought about him, that's fine. Everybody has their own opinion about what they thought about him. But he was a man, he was a human being. And like you said, he was somebody's son, he's somebody's brother, somebody's father, somebody's ex, what husband. So I mean, we're human beings. Like, let's have some heart and compassion. But Trey, yeah, the heart, my mom passed away from cardiovascular heart disease.
Woo!
And she was a smoker, but and just like you said, it's a silent killer, especially with women.
Yes.
She never knew she had heart issues. He passed away at the age of 60. Never knew. She was feeling tired, maybe a little bit tired, but she never knew. Just like you wouldn't have known if you hadn't passed out.
If I hadn't passed out, would have never known.
And I have another friend who, really close friend of mine, Reggie Dorsey, had some heart issues. He told me the same thing. He had a tear, may have been the same thing that you had. Had he not gone to the hospital because he wasn't feeling well when he did, it could have been another story. So men, women, please, something doesn't feel right. Health is wealth. Go get it checked out. Please.
Wealth. And let's talk about I'm gonna just say to the family, y'all, we got so many stories that we was gonna talk about today. It's a lot going on. I'm gonna just tell everybody some of the topics that we were gonna talk, that we might touch on. However, Kev is big enough to where he deserves what we've given him today. He deserves this show. So honestly, we do have other stories. I'm gonna tell everybody about the stories, and I'm gonna look in the comments. If somebody wants to hear something else, then please feel free to comment, send a story, send a a comment, and I'll go ahead and continue on that story. But I'm gonna just give you all the scenarios or the stories that we had today. We was gonna talk about Ja Morant and his dad, because Ja Morant is he's storming through the NBA right now. And honestly, his dad is the perfect dad to have an NBA son. We'll get into that later, depending on time, because we're not gonna spend too much more time on Kev. But like I say, the man deserves a lot. He deserves a lot of love. So we're gonna talk about Mr. T. Morant. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna chop it up about this cat right here. Yeah. Who remembers 21 Jump Street? 21 Jump Street. Remember that?
Well, yes, my friend Mr. Dorsey was a star on 21 Jump Street.
Really? Which
That
character?
one that I just mentioned had some heart issues.
Which character did he play?
I'm not sure, but he was on. He was a regular on 21 Jump Street.
We got to look that up. And then we also had another story.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Whoa! Now this one, we're gonna have to get on this one too.
You know what? I think we might just do that one, y'all. We might just do that one. Yeah,
this is a hot topic.
This is a hot topic. Well, we got a couple of hot topics.
I know.
This one here.
I don't know if that's so hot.
Yeah, not as hot as this recent news.
Yeah,
we losing one of our own, man. This is that's just a tough story. So we back. Nobody wants to talk about anything else in the comments. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go ahead and do a story. We're gonna go ahead and do one of our stories. Okay. Which one you want to do, T? You want to do you want to talk about Terry Crews, well, we're gonna save Ja Morant because I know you a girl and that's the sports. So I'll say
you do that.
I'll save that for last. So check this out. We got Johnny Depp, Blac Chyna, or Terry Crews. Which one we gonna do?
Once you shed that light on Terry Crews, I think we need to talk about that.
All right, let's do it. All right. For those of you who do not know, who haven't been paying attention, look on Terry Crews's social media. He shared some very disturbing information about his mother. Soon as I told Tony about it and we started talking about the story, the first thing Tony said was, "Oh, she must be gone. She
rest in peace, lady."
I ain't trying to be funny. Tony, I love Tony. Tony's like, oh no, she can't. So she must have done. When did his mama pass? I'm telling you, she was done.
Exactly. Did you look up that information?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Because I just can't believe that he would bring this up.
Right.
When you hear about what we're about to talk about, and this lady would be alive.
Right.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah. Well,
I could be wrong. Hey, my girl Cheryl is on there. Hey,
we got somebody. Who we got up in here?
R. Floyd. That's the Floyd noise.
Where's she at? Hey, baby. That's my cousin. Oh, shoot, we got some people. My cousin in here.
Mickey Alexander, hello.
Yeah, that's my cousin. What's up, cousin? Floyd, how you doing, darling? We'd like to welcome both of you guys to TNT. Yep. If you don't know, if you're just tuning in, we are discussing we have a lot of topics we're discussing today, but the death of
Jamaican Soul, hey.
Yeah, the death of Guru, Mr. Kevin Samuels. So that's something that it hit both of us hard because ironically both of us are fans of his. You know what I'm saying? So well, I know I am. I'm gonna stand on top of mine. So see, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all see how like when the women came in, Tony like, well, no, because
no, I mean, like I said, I just start really trying to listen to what he was saying. It's controversial. He's controversial.
Yeah, he's very controversial. And so we was talking about that, but we're gonna get into our other stories. So now that y'all commenting, please, to the people in the comment section, please feel free as we're sharing these stories to make comments so that I may converse with them and use them with Tony so we can reflect on you guys' input. So please have input. I invite input. We invite and want engagement and input. With that being said, let's get back to Terry.
Yes.
Because when I told Tony was like, oh yeah, his mama passed away, did she? Because it's like, The way Tony said it was like, oh, if she ain't already passed away,
she gonna pass away after this news. After hearing of this news that he broke this story, please tell the people.
So basically, ladies and gentlemen, Terry Crews put it out there.
He's got a new book too.
In his brand new book, and I want to say this. I hope this isn't to sell books. I just hope it isn't. But Terry Crews goes on record. I'm looking for the article, y'all. Give me a second. Terry Crews goes on record. Matter of fact, let me just throw Terry Crews up in here. Terry Crews goes on record saying that when he first started puberty, his mother did something. What's the word I'm looking for? Something messed up to him in his memoir, and something messed up to him sexually, and
molested.
Do I want to go that far and use that word? I didn't see that word anywhere.
Okay, you did not.
I didn't see that word anywhere.
Okay,
but not a fan of. Yeah, she wasn't a fan of his.
She's talking about Kevin. Yeah, I knew she wasn't.
Yeah.
I knew, sure.
Appreciate that. And when you I want to know something, Flo. When you say not a fan, do you mean that you knew of his work and you weren't a fan, or do you just mean that you didn't know of his work, but you're just you're not a fan because you didn't know of his work, but you're just sad to hear about his death?
I think she knew of his work and not a fan of it.
Okay,
but you can ask her because this is my girl Cheryl.
That's why I'm asking her. Have some input.
Yeah.
You know, we can kind of go back and forth with that.
Yeah, sure.
But Terry say his mama kind of, I guess made him get naked or something.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably, get into all the details at another time, because I got to do some research on it. But yeah,
Craig, you have to read the book probably to find out exactly what happened.
Well, that's of course
it creates like what?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's definitely intriguing because when you look at Terry Crews, you look at this monster of a man, and you honestly could he looks like a superhero. He's actually played superheroes in movies.
Yes.
I know he used to play professional football.
I did.
Yeah. So this is a alpha strong man.
Yeah.
Knew of his work and didn't agree with some of his views. And you know what, Flo? A lot of people didn't agree with some of his views. A lot of people didn't.
Yeah, oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
the majority.
You're not the only one, so we appreciate your input. I definitely appreciate your input. And on another show, if you'd like to talk about some details of the things you didn't like, I'd love to have you on as a guest. Is she the one that wanted to be a guest, Tony, or no?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Sure wanted to be a guest.
Okay. But yeah, we'll definitely have her on. Because I want to get into some stuff because I really think Kev was a positive to our community. I really do. That's my opinion. But again, it's an opinion, and just like everyone's entitled to theirs, I'm entitled to mine.
Yeah.
But so let's finish talking about this Terry Crews thing, man. Let's talk about, you know what I like about this subject, Tony?
What's that?
I'm a single father of girls. Okay. I have daughters. I have female children running around here, ages 10 and 8. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when I keep them, again, I'm single. So when I keep them on the weekends, I'm by myself. It's just me and my children. My 2 daughters. I have a 1-bedroom apartment. But what I do purposely, I'm gonna tell you the God's honest truth. I go out of my way to respect their space. And I tell them, I started telling them this about 3 or 4 years old because they're girls.
Yeah.
And I know as a man, as a father, I know how I want my children to be as women. Yeah. So I told them when they got about 3 and they were big enough to talk and communicate.
Yeah.
I told both of them, I say, listen, you're too big to walk around any man naked. You're too old to walk around any man. I don't want you to be comfortable with any man seeing you with no clothes on. So moving forward, always put your clothes on. And I noticed and again, it's certain practices that I have as their dad. Like when they're in the room, I'll knock on the door. Hey, y'all decent? You know, and it's funny I'm having this conversation because Tony, I want to do shows on that too, because a lot of men are put in positions sometimes that they didn't expect to have to be in. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have kids. Me and this woman have kids together, and she the mama. She take care of this. She take care of that. She bathe them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So as a father,
but if you're single,
as a male parent, when you put in a position where now you have to care for your children and they're still minors and they're young and they're females and you're a male, you know, at what point does it get to where it crosses the line a little bit?
Right.
And you, as a parent, you have to be the segue, like, whoa, hold on, no, you need to, you know. So yeah, man. I just want to say this to Terry Crews, man. Like, I respect the brother. I love his work. And if your mother's still alive, which I know I need to do research on that, but if your mother's still alive, you just, I'm gonna tell you the truth. You done went on hit.
You gonna give a heart attack, Terry.
If your mama's still alive, boy, you done went on ahead and killed her. I'm telling you right now. You know what I'm saying? If your mama's still alive, Terry, you done went on ahead and killed that woman.
Gave her an early death. Okay.
Yes, she did, because I know she passing out. Like, boy, didn't nobody touch your little wee wee.
Exactly.
But yeah, all right. So we're gonna go ahead to our next story, y'all. Thank you, man. Hey Tony, we got your crowd in. My crowd too, my cousin, your folks, man.
Cheryl is in.
Yeah.
Mickey Alexander, is that a relative? Is that somebody you know, Mickey Alexander?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Oh, that's your cousin. Hey,
that's my cousin. Okay. That's my, you know how they say what's buzzing cousin? That's my cousin. Yeah, that's my cousin over there. Okay. What's up, cousin? Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, she's a supporter. She's a major supporter. That's my flesh and blood. So let's go ahead and get into another story.
Okay, let's get into it. There's a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah. And anybody, don't forget, y'all, for those of you who are in, please comment. We want your feedback. We definitely want your feedback. We want you guys to be part of what we are doing. All right, let me get into this. Okay, so we done talked about Terry Crews. You want to ratchet it up a little bit? What you want to do? You want to ratchet it up a little bit or what?
Yeah, let's do it. I knew what the story you was talking about when talking about.
We're gonna go to the top ramen on there. We're gonna
Black China.
Okay.
What you and got yourself into?
Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you deliver this. Hold on, we got some news. Okay, his mother did pass away. Thank you, Flo.
Mother.
How do I say her name? I want to say her name right.
It's Cheryl, but it's
Cheryl.
R. Floyd. Yeah, R. Flo.
R. Flo. She probably
her name is Cheryl.
She probably wants you to say Cheryl.
Oh, yeah, she may not want. I'm sorry.
My bad. Cheryl.
But wait, R. Flo, where did you get that information? I'm only asking because, you know, all these other tabloids doesn't say anything about mother. It is currently saying him.
Well, Cheryl said she looked it up and she said she passed in 2020. Cheryl,
but that would why would that come up now? That wouldn't come up now.
Yeah, Cheryl, give us your source, honey. Whatever your source is, cite your source.
Yeah, and
Tony ain't having it. I believe you, Cheryl. I'm just letting you know. But Tony,
I googled it. But did you look at Revolt TV? Oh, well, Revolt listed it as current, but I mean, you know, again,
yeah.
Why would that come up? And it happened 2 years ago.
Well, no, it happened when he was a kid.
Oh, she's talking about the mother. We on to another. See, where am I? I thought she was saying she looked up the Kevin Samuels. No, we talking about. I got you, Terry. Oh yeah, so she passed. See, so I was correct.
Yeah,
I said correctly. So that makes sense that he would rebuild this now.
I want to say to everybody, y'all don't know what my baby going through. Just tell everybody.
I don't know if I'm coming to go.
Y'all gotta forgive my baby shit. I feel like less than a man. You know what I'm saying? Because she over there. Y'all don't know what she's doing. It's like
stay on point, Tony. Stay on point.
only so much I could do, y'all. But my baby over there going through it. I'm telling you, she running. She going in and out and out and in,
Woo.
and her lefts is right and her
Page
right.
6. Okay.
Page 6.
Okay, sure. Page 6. Okay.
Page 6 is a legit source.
Yeah, no,
legit source.
So the mom has passed away, so he can now reveal whatever has been on his heart.
I think we need to hire Cheryl because Cheryl kind of good.
Cheryl. Now let me tell you, Cheryl has done a few private eyes for me.
Okay. Okay, so hey, is Cheryl that friend Tiffany Haddish was talking about? You know that one friend.
Look,
that one friend
that needs to act like an attorney when you need them.
Yeah.
Can you call and act like an attorney in this way that this will go through? Yeah, Miss Flournoy is the one.
She on her stuff too.
She that you need to hire.
She is on her stuff.
Yes. So she Googled it. So the mom has passed away. She cannot refute anything or confirm. She can't refute or confirm.
Right. But I mean, like, I know he's trying to sell a book, but it's just.
Oh no, who wants to reveal something like that?
I know what happened, and he even said he said something to the effect. I'm trying to remember what he said. He said something to the effect that that's not the way he wants his mother to be remembered. That's what he said.
Why did you tell us, man?
Thank you. You feel exactly the way I feel about it. Like, okay.
Yeah, honestly, take this to the grave. I mean,
that's something. Hey, bro, your mom's already deceased, and here it is, dude. You're rich.
What are we doing here?
You're already rich. You're already an established.
Exactly.
Actor.
Cheryl said the same thing. You should have taken that to his grave. I mean, we don't have to tell you everything to everybody.
More do you want? Exactly. What more do you want?
I mean, you're already rich. You've got what you want. What is this going to do for your career? I mean, like Cheryl, you don't even have to buy the book to find out. Well, I mean, I haven't rolled with him for a long time. Yeah, I know. And I mean, he's got so many issues in regards to, being touched by men.
Grown men.
Yeah, and not saying anything, and then
until later
the Me Too movement, and
yeah,
I don't understand. I don't understand why he would bring this up now. Honestly, I just don't. I mean, to create some empathy, maybe some empathy for him.
I think I'm gonna tell you the truth. My opinion, Tony.
What's your opinion, Trey?
He trying to sell books. My opinion, and I'm not. And here's the thing, I know trauma. I've been through trauma. I'm actually on the other side of trauma, so I understand. However, the time of it, you're already here. It's kind of like
you don't need to sell books.
No. And if you have an issue, then get some therapy, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's not like. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's not like you can't go and get therapy for yourself. You can go and get you some therapy, brother. Why don't you get some therapy or something? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But instead, you want to put your mom out there. That's why I say, like, for me, I don't, and some stuff I do know that it's healing. It's healing. It's like, okay, let me get this off. But I personally think that he
could have got the healing from a therapist in a private room.
Yeah.
Between him and the therapist. The therapist is not going to share the information.
Definitely, my opinion, it was to sell some books.
Yeah, it almost sounds like it. I mean, it couldn't be, let me just get this off my chest. You can get this off your chest with a therapist in a room in privacy. Right. You don't have to tell the whole world that your mother, whatever it is that she did.
Right, exactly. And again, it's kind of like, what are you saying? She molested you? She didn't molest you? It's really, like I said, from reading the article, it was very kind of misleading.
Right. And like you said, she, the lady's gone on, so she can't dispute it.
She can't confirm or deny or defend
herself. No.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead to our next story. I want you to do the next story, and I'll comment on it because you was talking to me today about this. Giving me details. So let's go to Ratchet. Ratchet.
Yes, this is the ratchet part of the Trey and Tony TNT. So Blac Chyna has lost. She has lost the court battle that she created between the Kardashians. She was trying to seek $100 million. She believed in her own head that the show was supposed to get picked up for a second season, and it was the Kardashians that shot down the second season of the Rob and Blac Chyna show. She's a little bit delusional,
to say the least.
When the what should I say, when it came in to court, the what am I trying to say? You know what I'm saying? The verdict. None of the Kardashians were there. They were so confident.
Yeah.
They were all at the Met. Represent us. They had their attorney represent, so they were pretty confident in how this was going to go. And everything went against her. Actually, she pulled a gun on Rob, and that was brought out in court. That didn't make her look good. She had an episode with the first baby daddy with a knife, and threatened to cut him, or did cut him. One of the two, either threatened or actually did.
By the way, y'all.
So I mean, those are two assaults that are very serious assaults. Yeah, she's crazy. And so now she is gonna have some attorney fees. She's lost the battle. She's gonna have some attorney fees, and I don't even know why she would dare try to go. I don't even know who would, like, where are her people saying, if you don't sit your down, you trying to go against the Kardashians, and you yourself are no saint? Like, you've done all these things. You've been getting paid.
And I'm going to tell you, I know you.
Where her real friend said, sit your ass down.
Why don't you just going to sit your ass down?
No, what are you trying to do here?
I don't know if you heard about, okay, let me ask you this. Do you know how she got started? Do you know her background?
I know she was a stripper.
Okay. She was a stripper, and she got a part like in a Drake video or something like that.
Okay.
And that's how she got started. And here's my thing. And honestly, not to be funny or nothing, but it kind of goes back to our dear brother and what he tried to, the things he tried to show us and teach us. Like, boo, you a stripper. Hold up. Let's just keep it. Let's keep it fact. Yeah. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it fact. Let's keep it fact.
And I mean, she got robbed at his most vulnerable. He was fat. He was overweight, but he's a Kardashian. So yes, that's all she saw. Cash. Wow. Cash. Wow. Kardashian cash.
Wow.
All she saw was dollar signs. Wow. All I see is dollar signs.
That's all she see. That's all she saw. And
no,
it's funny.
And he that's one thing I will say about some men is that I a lot of times I go, a lot of times these rich men, I'll say, I mean, you knew she was after your money, but a lot of times they don't care.
Well, see, you got to understand, Rob, how you say? I'm trying to put this in perspective. Rob, when you say don't care, you said it at the beginning. Like, let's look at Rob Kardashian. If his name was not Kardashian,
she would not have never been with him.
You see what I'm saying? And then see where the old school player that got some sense, the way we see things, okay, you got a baby with Tyga, which is a rapper, okay? And I'm gonna keep it real. Classy women do the same thing. Tracy Edmonds, who is Babyface's ex-wife, she was getting with Eddie Murphy.
She was in a video, wasn't she?
Wasn't she?
Well, was she ever in? I thought, I don't know.
Not really sure.
Oh,
but okay. I know that she was, I think it was married to Emmitt Smith. No, married to Babyface.
Yeah.
Dated Eddie Murphy.
She did. And was about to get married.
And they was about to get married. And you know what? We're gonna do another show on that because I've got the behind the scenes stuff of what happened. Because I'm the biggest Eddie Murphy fan, and like I look at Eddie as like a guide, a guru type dude. You know what I'm saying? Comedy and just the way he carries himself and everything. But she said some stuff, and Eddie kind of overheard it. And if you notice, the engagement was just out of nowhere, just done.
I did. They went away. Didn't they have a mock wedding or was
yes. And now she's married to Emmitt Smith.
No. She's not. It's Deion Sanders. I don't think they're married.
Okay.
No, well, I don't think they've been together for quite some time. Yeah, you're thinking about Patty, Martin's ex-wife.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's Deion Sanders, right? The football player.
I say this to my fellas out there. You got to really be careful.
Yeah, they're not married.
In your choice, you know, dealing with females, you know, especially here's where it gets real. I think about a young man in his life getting ready to live life, you know, just kind of getting things started, you know, between 20 and say 27, and you know you're doing your thing, and you know you're having fun, and then boom, you get a kid, and it doesn't always have to be the worst case scenario. It doesn't always have to be, and each and every time it's not. However, I can tell you from personal experience that when it is, it's hell. It's hell. When a woman has made up her mind that her plan is to get paid, she comes at you. I mean, your character is brought into question. It have you like I lost custody of my kids for 2 years. You see what I'm saying? Right. I was crushed. That's why I'm gonna be honest. People talk about Kevin Samuels. If I had some Kevin Samuels game before I got into that relationship, I'm gonna say honestly, it's a high percentage chance I wouldn't have gone through all I went through because I would have had some game and I would have had some knowledge and I would have seen this stuff coming. And that's the thing, dealing with a woman like a China. Because again, she ain't nothing but she's just like my baby mama. I don't want to discuss nobody's personal business, but I got some friends just like the women that they dealt with. These are the type of women that the culture has created. So it's out there as if to say, like I'm gonna tell you the truth, Tony. I'm gonna be honest with you. A part of me is almost scared to be in a relationship because it's like, what are women looking for? And honestly, and I date black women. So when I hear black women, it's the bag. I'm going for the bag. I'm like, well, baby, I ain't got no bag. I got a suitcase. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I got some suitcases around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So again, it's as if our women are trained to literally pretend they love you, be with you, and then from there, when they're ready to bounce, they want to take the kids. They want to take. Man, let me tell you. I'm gonna say this, and because we only got 4 more minutes left in the show, but I'm gonna tell you how cold my baby mama did it. Wow. When we broke up, she literally filed paperwork, and at the time, I was paying a car note that was in her name, so it was building her credit. But again, we together, so I didn't mind paying the car note. The first thing she said was, "I want my car back." And my lawyer said, "Damn, she put you on the streets." He said, "You know, you could fight that." I was to a point that I just wanted to be done. I didn't even want to fight it. But that's how these motherfuckers will do you out here. They will literally go for the jugular. So this is our last story for the night. Just to tell y'all, we're gonna talk about Johnny Depp next week. We're gonna talk about Ja Morant next week, and hopefully we don't have another tragedy. And I'm still in hopes that this
is not true.
I'm still in hopes that this is not true. I promise you I am. I really, really am. I'm hoping, praying. I hope that we wake up in the morning and Kev on live talking about, hey y'all, look, last night some rumors and everything. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking, okay? don't you interrupt me.
Right.
But we hope that he's still here. So I'm praying for the brother, man. And like I say, this is about the end of the show. So I'm gonna let Tony go ahead and give y'all all her detailed information, and I'm gonna give y'all my detailed information, and then that's gonna be the end of TNT for the day, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Go ahead, Tony, run them, baby.
Hey, you can follow me, on Instagram. It's Tony Taylor. Shoot, do I have anything going on? I don't even know if I have anything going on.
You got a lot going on. Hey, let me tell y'all.
Got a lot going on.
Tony T got a lot going on. But follow her on Instagram.
Follow me. But don't stalk me. No, I'm
just hey, don't stalk her because I'm already stalking her. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So I'm already stalking her. So, bro, give us some breathing room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna pass the baton to my guy Trey and let him tell you all that he's doing.
Well, I tell you what. Right now, what I'm doing more than anything is being grateful to be alive.
That's right.
So let me start.
Hallelujah.
I'm grateful to be alive.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, yes, he will. Yeah. And like I say, I really want to keep the show at 60 minutes on the dot because it makes it easier to chop up. Also, you all, Netflix is a joke is in town, and Tony both have been
read the last comment, Trey.
Let's post it up.
I don't know who that gentleman is, Mark Lamont Hill.
That's a reputable source. I've heard of him.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. That's heavy.
That's heavy, y'all. It's a sad day for the YouTube world, man. And like I say, people have their opinions, and I got mine, man.
Yeah, but that's
man, you man, when I say gone too soon, bro, you checked out before you could even really get us started, man.
Right.
I believe the brother really had so much more to give, man. So listen, y'all, it's a sad night.
Wow.
I want to thank everybody who took the time to tune into us. Be on the lookout for a lot more from me and this beautiful little thing over here I call Tony Dynamite. Be on the lookout for us, man. We got a lot of stuff we doing. We doing our videos. We doing this particular podcast. And I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm trying to get Tony, because I know y'all love the TikToks. We getting hits back from the TikToks and the real. What I'm trying to do, y'all, and y'all call it that y'all know, push as much as you can, because I'm trying to get her to for us to be able to get you all content each and every single day. How would y'all like to see a Trey and Tony video every single day? Would you like to see that? I would enjoy making it.
Oh, boy.
I would enjoy making it. So I know you all would enjoy seeing it. So again, man, we go.
Walter. Hey, Walter.
Walter, man. Yeah, you're gonna have to catch the replay, brother. We pretty much today, Walter, just talked about the death of our dear brother, Mr. Kevin Samuels, which they keep saying is true. It's a painful thing, but that's pretty much what took over the airwaves today. So look, y'all, I'm not gonna hold anybody any longer. Again, we going for 1 hour, man. So everybody keep in mind, we're gonna keep this show crisp. We're gonna keep it 1 hour each and every week.
Thursday Pacific time
to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tune in, tell your friends.
As black people say Pacific.
You know us. We say Pacific like a motherfucker. Man, we had some fun today, man. But I'm telling you, I'm really sad though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really sad because I appreciated the brother.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, he gave us strength that I don't think anybody else was giving us. He gave black men some standards, like a little less sensitive, but he was much like a Steve Harvey when it came to making sure, making us stand up and be black men. So, I'm still gonna say if it's true. Yeah. We keep getting reputable sources. I'm still gonna say if, because I'm not gonna lie, I just do not want this to be true. But if it is, God bless his soul. Thank you for
God bless him.
And for those of you who have negative things to say about him, pay attention to his content. The man was a Christian. That's right. He was a Christian. He was a God-fearing man. So knowing what I knew about him, watching the content, listening to him, talking to other people who knew of him, this was a God-fearing man. So the timing of this is so awful because, again, he just really got it. Willie D said it on his podcast. He just got his flow going. So, Kev, if you're no longer with us, man, I want to truly say to you, brother, rest in peace. And
he had 1.2 million followers.
Yeah, this is a loss. This is a loss. And again, when we get back next week, y'all, we're gonna talk about some health stuff. And we will talk about, let me just tell y'all the stories we're gonna talk about Ja Morant next week. We're gonna talk about Johnny Depp next week. And we're also going to follow up next week with the details of the passing of Kevin Samuels. So again, man, I hope everybody has a blessed evening. If you all want to contact me or Tony, send an email to listen to Lewis. Let me hold on. Let me give y'all the email. Send an email to listen to Lewis.
Cash App, Trey Love, Venmo, Tony Hester.
We got to get your Venmos.
If you feel free to give this anything on your heart.
Tony, next week I got to get your Venmo information so I can put it on, so that way folks can just shoot us a few dollars here and there. But again, and guys, I'm not trying to be funny.
Please just tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, we're not per se soliciting for funds. Yeah. However, if you all do make donations, we can make better content because the money will be invested right into the show. And Walter has already made an investment, so we want to send a shout out to him. Walter, grateful for you. You are literally the first member of the Bomb Squad. This is the TNT Bomb Squad. So, man, I hope everybody have a good night. And again,
we hope to see you next Thursday.
We hope everybody that tuned in, please come back.
Thank you for taking the time to spend some time with us.
Definitely. And shout out to my cousin. Love you, dear. Looking
forward. I love you and miss you.
Working with you. So that's a wrap. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
We up out of here. I'm gonna take y'all. I'm gonna let y'all ride a little bit with TNT before I let y'all go. Y'all gonna vibe with the TNT.
Okay, what you got going?
I'm gonna just let them ride a little bit, vibe before I send them on out of here. I'm gonna let them kind of chill a little bit. yeah, we gonna be off, but and everybody pray for us. Pray for us. Pray for Tony. Pray for me. We'll pray for us. Okay? Much love, y'all.